the tree of origin, lineage healing, soul vocation, and the wealth of purpose. Yina, quantum opening. A slow, generous breath rises through your body like ancient sap awakening after winter. The earth receives your souls with maternal tenderness, and the sky lays a bright crown upon your head. Every heartbeat draws invisible rings around your life, the way a millenary tree records seasons in its trunk. Every inhale remembers roots that drink from stories of love, endurance, and beauty awaiting a new name. Existence nods in recognition. The clan speaks through your blood with gratitude. The vocation of your soul opens as a sunlit clearing in the inner forest. The path does not rush, the path deepens. Section 1. Deep Gaze. Archetypes of the Living Forest. The theme stands before you as a living tree. Roots that sip memory and teachings. A trunk that holds the column of identity. Branches that explore possible horizons. Fruits that feed many beings. Within your lineage dwell archetypes that ask for a warm voice and conscious direction. The keeper of fire who protected home at the expense of rest. The weaver of bonds who rescued community when scarcity compressed the heart. The wandering visionary who carried the family name across borders so that destiny could find new air. None of them lacked value. All left marks. Some marks support you. Some ask for relay and renewal. Your soul moves in two simultaneous directions. Inward to remember the root. Forward to invent the flower. The journey does not expel the past. The journey honors and refines it. A tree does not fight its roots. It listens and transforms root into height. Your heart does the same when it integrates what it inherited without reproducing pain. True sovereignty appears there. Not opposition, not blind rupture. It is intelligent continuity. It is beauty reorganizing itself. Time becomes a spiral inside this gaze. The steps of those who walked before you still sound on the ground like a soft drum. As you recognize them, the rhythm changes. The blow that once felt like urgency becomes a steady beat. The hardness that once defended becomes structure. The guilt that once shackled becomes offering. The tree of origin sings in a language your bones understand. Your hands hear. Your mouth blesses. Your body builds a house in the world and calls it home. Archetypal presences align with the journey of the soul. The sovereign root brings order without violence. It nourishes choices with dignity and steadiness. The alchemist trunk turns raw experience into usable wisdom. It loves processes more than drama. The bridge branches reach toward difference with curiosity and boundaries that protect the sap of truth. The fruit of service ripens as actions that relieve suffering and multiply coherence in daily life. This is not a fantasy. It is a disciplined tenderness. The psyche grows like a forest when the climate supports it. Gentle sun, clear water, honest pruning, rest after growth, celebration as pollination. The soul prefers cycles to emergencies. The forest prefers orchestras to sirens. Section 2. Humanistic and Transpersonal Foundations. Humanistic psychology remembers that self-actualization flourishes when congruence is present. Feeling, thinking, and acting align like root, trunk, and canopy. Authenticity reduces internal friction and frees energy for purpose. Explicit values, warm boundaries, and meaningful projects generate an inner climate favorable to sustained creativity. Transpersonal psychology adds the perspective of expanded field. Identity operates as a flexible fulcrum inside a larger system. States of deep presence reveal that personal mind is a shoreline. Beyond it breathes an ocean of intelligence that organizes experience with an elegant economy. Archetypes, symbols, and synchronicities function as interfaces between personal and collective layers. The individual tree mirrors the forest. Neuroscience offers practical bridges. Neuroplasticity confirms that conscious repetition modifies networks. Memory reconsolidates when reactivated and rewritten with new emotion and meaning. The autonomic nervous system regulates through breath, contact, rhythm, and posture. Vagal tone improves with relational safety and habits that bring calm. Executive functions sharpen when the body believes it is safe enough to create. Self-compassion increases prefrontal coherence. Focus acquires traction. Decisions land with less ricochet. Epigenetics invites sober hope. Environment influences gene expression. Habits, nutrition, sleep, bonds, and life meaning behave like molecular gardeners. No magical promises, no denial of complexity. Loving discipline enhances the way genes orchestrate daily concerts. The psyche aligns, the body cooperates, the future becomes more workable because the present gained tone. A simple ecosystem model for inner flourishing. Climate on safety signals through breath, posture, and pace. Soil, values written and reviewed weekly. Water, daily rituals that rehydrate intention. Sun, microwinds that prove progress to the nervous system. Pollinators, relationships that speak truth with kindness. Section 3. Applied biodecoding. The body as ancestral library. Your body speaks in flawless metaphors. A symptom is an ancient word that seeks a new grammar. Biodecoding reads tissue gestures, their emotional climate, and the belief that fuels them. This is educational and symbolic support. Medical and therapeutic care remain essential alliances. The body loves a team, contemplative correspondences for respectful inquiry. Stiff cervical spine suggests inherited mandates of hypervigilance. The clan needed alert heads. The neck now requests flexibility to look without alarm. Tight jaw suggests loyalties of silence. The unsaid once preserved fragile peace. Today, real peace includes a clear and warm voice. Heavy shoulders suggest ancestral oaths to carry everything. Cooperation turns a private backpack into a communal structure. Lumbar pain suggests conflict with material support. The root calls for intelligent trust and loving accounting. Irritable colon suggests difficulty releasing stories that no longer feed. The gut wants new rhythms, rest, and emotional boundaries with digestible inputs. Saturated liver suggests old clan rage in the face of injustice. Alchemy invites the conversion of indignation into creative justice and clean habits. Irritated skin suggests invaded frontiers. The territory asks for firm tenderness and safe contact. Tired eyes suggest images held for too long without update. Gentle gaze practices and nature horizons allow the optic nerve to exhale. Shallow breath suggests unprocessed grief. Elongated exhalations and chest warmth restore the gate between sorrow and love. Four-step liberation route 1. Name the symbol like with respect. Guardian of the neck, custodian of the voice, bridge of the lower back. 2. Recognize the function that once protected. Gratitude dissolves shame and calls a new version. Thank you for serving. Starting now, a different pattern continues the good intention. 3. Micro-action in the body, chosen with kindness. Neck, slow semicircles and a warm towel for 5 minutes. Jaw, gentle massage on the masseters with a drop of oil while humming. Shoulders, arm swings synchronized with long exhalation. Lumbar, hip circles and supported squats while sensing feet. Gut, regular meal times, a quiet eating window free of screens, 5 minutes of belly breathing after lunch. Liver, reduce evening overload, hydrate early, write a page titled, Angers I am transforming into repair. Skin, moisturize with intention while repeating, this body is my honored territory. 4. Maintenance ritual once a week. Review progress and offer a small gratitude to the tissue that cooperated. Place a hand on the area and say, you can rest now. I am carrying the lesson forward. Darlararu, Section 4, Quantum NLP, Toolkit. Rewriting the inner script language builds rooms in consciousness, image furnishes them. State is the weather, behavior opens the door. The following sequence unites all four. 4.1 State priming, coherent breath in 3 waves. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts, sensing the back of the heart widening. Hold for 2 counts with jaw soft and eyes relaxed. Exhale for 6 counts, imagining heavy air leaving through the feet into fertile soil. Repeat for 3 minutes. The brain receives evidence of safety. Safety multiplies choice. 4.2 Language alchemy, from scarcity, script to dignity script. Write 1 sentence about the challenge using concrete language. Replace absolutes with flexible truths. Replace blame with responsibility. Replace vagueness with one observable behavior. Before, I am always stuck with my family story. After, I notice tension during family decisions, and I will start with 1 clear boundary sentence today. Add a dignity phrase that stabilizes identity. I belong to my lineage and I choose a new chapter. I protect love with clarity. I advance with kindness and precision. 4.3 Symbolic Repatterning. The three sigils of origin. Draw three simple symbols on paper. 1. Release sigil for what completes. 2. Receive sigil for the capacity being grown. 3. Radiate sigil for the gift shared with the world. Trace each symbol with one exhale while whispering a verb. Soften, fortify, offer. Place them where your eyes land daily. The unconscious responds to small repeated signals. 4.4 Somatic Anchor. The root heart seal. Right palm over heart, left palm over lower abdomen. Imagine a warm disk of soft gold beneath each hand. Breathe 3 cycles and affirm in a short line, clear and kind. Use this seal before decisions, after heavy conversations, or when old patterns pull. The body learns to associate the gesture with coherence. 4.5 Parts Integration. The Inner Council. Write 2 columns. Column A names the part that repeats an old rule. Column B names the part that calls for evolution. Each speaks 3 short sentences without accusation. End with a bridge sentence that honors both. Old rule, part 1 keep silence to preserve belonging. Evolving part 1 speak kindly to preserve truth. Bridge sentence I speak to preserve belonging and truth at once in a pace my body trusts. 4.6 Future Pacing. The 72-hour bridge. Imagine a single scene in the next 72 hours where the new pattern will naturally express itself. Include time, location, posture, and one sentence you will say. See it first person, then third person, then as a soft glow filling the space. Schedule it. The calendar becomes sacred geometry. 4.7 Rehearsal Loop. Micro performance with recovery. Perform the chosen behavior for 90 seconds in private. Pause for 30 seconds to sense success signals. Repeat 3 times. Close with a friendly line directed to yourself. Good work for showing up. The nervous system encodes achievement as truth rather than accident. Section 5. Spiritual Perspective. Christic Compassion and Ancestral Light. Christic consciousness emerges as lucid love. It does not erase the personal self, it ennobles it. Mercy keeps the heart open. Clarity keeps the spine bright. Together they weave a mantle where forgiveness refuses to excuse harm and boundaries refuse to cancel love. This mantle fits daily life. It turns chores into chapels. It turns speech into blessing. It turns money into gratitude in motion. Arcturian currents move like sapphire architecture through subtle space. Precision, beauty, and repair travel along those lines. Pleiadian currents arrive like dawn warmth on open water. Creativity, tenderness, and celebration ride their waves. Seraphic choirs tilt attention toward praise until praise becomes the default posture of consciousness. These lineages do not demand belief, they extend resonance. Standing within this multi-choir, shame loses its podium and humility holds the microphone. Unity does not request uniformity. Unity sanctifies difference the way harmony sanctifies distinct notes. The cedar does not imitate the river. The river does not compete with the rose. All breathe the same wind and honor the same light. Service becomes elegant. A warm boundary acts as lighthouse rather than wall. A small kindness offered at the right time becomes architecture finished to the last detail. Drax, Section 6. Integrative Ritual, the Rite of the Lineage Tree. Title: 9 Rings of Rooted Radiance. Duration: 18 to 24 minutes. Intention: clean and strengthen the axis between ancestry and vocation so that prosperity flows as accurate generosity. 1. Threshold: light a white candle or visualize a star at heart height. Speak gently, enter light. 2. Grounding: stand with knees soft. Imagine roots spiraling into the earth. Sense support arriving up through the ankles. 3. Breath: practice the coherent breath in 3 waves for 3 minutes. Allow shoulders to melt and jaw to rest. 4. Purification: sweep hands from crown to feet 3 times as if dusting off invisible sand. Offer residue to the earth for composting. 5. Anointing: place a drop of water or oil on forehead, chest, and palms. Speak clear mind, open heart, generous hands. 6. Ancestral acknowledgement: Place both hands over the lower belly and say, "Thank you to those who came before. I carry forward the love and I release the pain to light." 7. Sigil tracing. Draw, release, receive, and radiate symbols in the air. Exhale softly through each drawing. 8. Embodiment. Vow. Right palm on heart and left palm on lower belly. Speak one sentence in the affirmative: "I build with kindness and clarity today." 9. Seal. Visualize a gold ring settling around your shoulders like a mantle of service. Whisper, "The work is love made visible." Extinguish the candle or fold the inner star into your chest. Practice daily for 7 days. On day 7, add a simple offering to earth, such as water for a plant, food for a bird, or a piece of trash removed from a sidewalk. Devotion becomes practical, and prosperity learns your address. Section 7. Power of the mind. Neural craft for prosperity of purpose. Attention shapes clay. Emotion warms the water. Repetition fires the kiln. Rest cools the vessel to prevent cracks. Craft improves with humble precision. 3 mental practices to stabilize a wealthy purpose. Vector affirmations. Directional lines that imply movement and duty fulfilled. I advance with elegant focus. I restore and progress. I create and include. Breathe 5 cycles per line until your body agrees. Image stacking. Layer a memory of safety, a vision of contribution, and a symbol of lineage honor. Hold for 12 seconds. Release. The nervous system stores the stack as a single anchor. Coherence dosing. Every 90 minutes, place the heart palm seal and speak one vector affirmation. Small regular doses outpace heroic bursts. Prosperity reflects 2 pillars. Enoughness calms the animal body. Flow keeps the creative body dancing. Gratitude feeds both. Gratitude turns money into sunlight moving through clean windows. Gratitude turns decisions into alignment engines. Section 8. Relational wealth. Sacred boundaries that multiply. Intimacy. A sacred boundary is a promise to your nervous system that frees your love to be accurate. Accuracy increases intimacy. Intimacy increases prosperity because energy flows where safety grows. 4 lines that lower relational friction and raise dignity. 1. Preference: I prefer answers within 24 hours. 2. Capacity: I can offer 30 minutes today. 3. Impact: I feel scattered when plans change at the last minute. 4. Request: I request confirmation by noon. Deliver each line with slow pace and warm tone. Add appreciation where honest. The body receives respect. The bond receives clarity. Costs go down. Yield rises. Hierro. Section 9. Vocation map. From root story to living mission. Root story. 1 paragraph acknowledging the clan lesson you now mature. Core values. 3 words written on a card carried all week. Master skill. 1 verb that names your craft, such as compose, repair, weave, guide, build, synthesize. Sphere of service. The group that benefits most from your natural generosity. Exchange channels. The concrete ways value circulates between you and the world. Season rhythm. 4 simple cycles: design, refine, deliver, rest. Prosperity rule. Money as gratitude in motion, guided by clarity and enoughness. Write this map and place it where you plan the week. Review every 7 days. Update without harshness. Celebrate small proof. The forest grows ring by ring. Theodosoros, Section 10. 7-day spiral for lineage, healing and purpose. Day 1. Rooting. Grounding practice. Release sigil. Clear boundary sentence rehearsed aloud. Day 2. Breath and voice. 3-wave breath, humming for the jaw, 1 honest email or message sent with kindness. Day 3. Body and order. Gentle mobility for neck, shoulders, and hips, 10 minutes of loving accounting for the week. Day 4. Craft and focus. 90-second rehearsal loop for a key behavior. Schedule 1 deep work block. Day 5. Relation and bridge. Deliver 1 warm boundary in real time. Offer 1 appreciation for good faith received. Day 6. Offering and circulation. Contribution of time or resources to a living being or community. Short note of thanks. Day 7. Celebration and rest. Light a candle. Review wins and lessons. Dance 1 song. Long sleep. Repeat the spiral with a new emphasis each week. Spiral work deepens without strain. The soul prefers spirals to ladders. The forest prefers seasons to deadlines. Dameso, high vibration closing. Master phrase. Living light grows through my lineage and vocation, and I allow prosperity to move as accurate generosity. 24-hour quantum challenge. One clear boundary delivered with warmth and one concrete offering to earth or community. Write both on a card titled Rooted Radiance and carry it today. Activation code. Arborea Lumen Ori. Speak it 3 times with the root heart seal. Visualize a gold ring settling around your shoulders while your spine lengthens like a calm cedar under morning light. Walk forward as a good ancestor in training. Walk forward as a clear river that remembers its sea. Con amor, Andrew.